What's up guys, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a one-pan chili cheese macaroni. This is really quick to make, a little over 30 minutes is all it takes. This is perfect if you have kids, if your kids are picky, because who doesn't love macaroni, cheese, and chili? The combination is just amazing. So you're going to need some olive oil, some chopped up onion and garlic, some all-purpose flour, then I have some chili powder and cumin. I also have some tomatoes here. It's a combination of diced tomatoes and tomato sauce. Then I have black beans, red kidney beans, a little bit of vegetable broth, but you can also use beef broth if you don't want it vegetarian. Then of course you're gonna need some macaroni, and I like to use the ones with the spirals because they latch onto the sauce a lot better. And then of course you're gonna need some sharp cheddar cheese. And it's really important you use cheddar because if you use any other kind of cheese, it's gonna be stringy, whereas cheddar really just melts into the dish and it makes it really creamy. You're also gonna need salt and pepper, and that is pretty much it. So we can go over to the stove and get cooking. So in a large pot, I have over medium heat, I just added my olive oil, and to that I'm going to add my onion. I'm gonna season that with a little bit of salt and pepper. And you're just gonna wanna saute this until the onions are translucent. So once your onion is slightly translucent, you can go ahead and add the garlic. And in almost every recipe that has onions and garlic, I always add the garlic last because you lessen the chance of you burning it. So you just want to cook the garlic until it's fragrant, so about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. So now my garlic is nice and fragrant. What I'm going to do is add my spices, so my cumin and my chili powder, and give that a nice stir. And to that, I'm going to add my flour. So we're making a roux. And this helps thicken the sauce. And just cook that for about 2 minutes because you want to cook the flour taste out and keep stirring as you're cooking it so it doesn't burn to the bottom. So now to that, I'm going to add my vegetable broth, my tomatoes. And before I add the beans, I'm just going to whisk this all together so that I can get all the flour clumps out. And because you're adding cold liquids to hot, it stops the cooking process, so you don't have to worry about getting any clumps. Just make sure at this point you just give it a good mix. Good enough. Now I'm going to add my kidney beans and black beans that I drained and rinsed already. Give that a stir. And I'm also going to season it one more time with salt and pepper. To that, I'm going to add my macaroni. So now what I like to do is just allow this to come up to a simmer. Right now I have it on about medium-high heat. I put the lid on it, and then as soon as it starts to bubble, like it's about to boil, then I turn it down to medium-low, and then I just cook that until the macaroni is completely done. So depends on what kind of macaroni you use, smaller, bigger. So just check on it and make sure you're giving it a stir every once in a while so that nothing sticks to the bottom. And then we'll go on to the next step. So now it's been simmering for about 12 minutes. And now at this point, because my pasta is pretty much almost done, I'm going to add my cheddar cheese. And you can add as much or as little as you want. It's really up to you. I kind of go on the heavy side. Just make sure the pasta is fully cooked and you're pretty much done. So that is what the finished product looks like. You can see how yummy and creamy it is. Once you put that cheese in, it just thickens it right up. And I just added a leaf of basil just for, so it looks good. This is kind of similar to like a homemade hamburger helper, except for there's no meat in here. You could put ground chicken in here, ground beef, whatever you want. It's so creamy. And I only used 1 cup of cheese, so you can imagine how much better this would taste with 2 cups or 1.5 cups. But 1 cup is just perfect if you don't want to go overboard. So if you want to recreate this recipe, just look below in the description box. I have all the measurements listed there. If you did like this recipe, don't forget to smack that like button. And also don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, because I have many more recipes to come. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.